a week. Global pivot to monetary easing. Let's move ahead to the next slide. It's been a week, man.
Monetary policy is not a panacea.
Monetary policy is not a. You know what? I love that song. Actually, we should. Can we play that when we're going out to break?
John,
Fed. The Fed leaves rates.
It's been a long time, by the way. We wrote that 10 years ago, over 10 years ago.
Yeah, I love that one.
I think it's time, John. We play the whole, the whole thing.
It's super catchy too. It's going to be in people's heads for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
We had a Fed meeting this week. It was a week. I mean, we had the Fed meeting, we had CPI, we had a couple of other central banks doing their thing. But of course, the Fed was the big one. It had the biggest bump for volatility, and it kind of didn't disappoint. Leaves rates unchanged for the third straight meeting. The dot plot now is showing a possibility of 3 quarter-point rate cuts. 10-year fell below 4%. Fed basically is kind of signaling there's rate cuts ahead, so everybody's planning on it. As a matter of fact, everybody's already trading that way. Dollar got rocked this week, 2%, biggest two-day drop since July. Crude oil, well, it's finally in positive territory. I don't know, where's it this morning? Is it up?
Up
19 cents, 72.10.
Traded 68. I know at one point this week. Last week, and looks like it bounced from there. I know. A lot of energy actually was ugly. Nat gas was ugly early in the week. So was gasoline, which we also have on the platform, of course, /RB. You notice these interest rate plays starting to fly. Lennar, obviously that's home builders. So home builders are starting to fly a little bit this week. Carvana, car rate's going to come down. That was flying this week. The lenders, Rocket Mortgage, SoFi, Redfin. Have you noticed this? Some of these names running this week. So there's a lot going on there. And then VIX, this is the lowest level. We touched the lowest level this week since January 2020. Currently pricing less than 1% moves in either direction for SPX. So what do you guys think about all this, where we are right now? No vol. Interest rates coming in, 10 years below 4%. What do you think? Dollars down.
We got them right where we want them.
Does it continue? Is this what we're going to see the rest of the year? Is it a wrap?
I don't.
Hold that thought. I'm going to show you more. Let's move to the next slide. I'll show you more. Look at this. VVIX to VIX ratio. We pull. This is my thing. I pull it out all the time, right? The chart, nothing else. VVIX to VIX right now on the rise towards the low volatility area. There's no fear in this market, right? I'll tell you guys this. VIX was under a 12 at one point this week. It's probably 12 and change right now. VVIX is 80. This is some of the stuff that we haven't seen in quite a while. So this thing is above average, which means it's lower vol. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's go to another. Rates. I just wanted to bring out the whole story. Look at the past year and a half since we started rates. We started rate cycle in March 22, right? This is 2-year and 10-year. Regional banking crisis. Everybody freaks out, right? Rates drop, but that doesn't matter. They start going up again. They get to the highs. October. This is 2 months ago. They the 2-year was 5%. 10-year was close to that. Now look where they are. Okay, now. What do you think about all this?
I don't understand your question. What's your question?
Well, what do you think about this market right now?
The rate market or the stock?
Everything. We're at highs. We're near all.
I think we're in the process of this is a very much a capitulation on multiple levels. Only because I think that anytime the market gets led up to these levels by a very narrow group of big cap stocks, and then at the absolute top, it turns it over to a bunch of, kind of like crappier stocks that are just, that are just jumping on the coattails at this point. Yesterday was the kind of day where, all the big stocks that took you here sold off, and all the stocks that hadn't had any move at all just exploded. That's very toppy action to me.
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. That is exactly what I was thinking when I saw the Carvanas, the Redfins,
because Carvana goes to a new high, well, not really new high, but because Carvana has an up $6 move or up 10% move, whatever it was. Does that mean, that shows signs of desperation. It reeks of desperation to me. Capitulation, desperation. It doesn't for 1 second make me think, oh man, this is a secular bull market that's just about to break out.
Reeks of Desperation, Tony. Did you hear him? He sounded like
saw that. I heard him. Yes.
Let Them Eat Cake. Did I tell you guys I saw Napoleon? Great movie, by the way.
I haven't seen it yet. Did you really like it?
Yes. Yes.
Is it 3 hours?
It's 2 and change, but it didn't feel like it. It was good, man.
Oh, sweet. I'm glad to hear that.
Really good. I saw my mom, my brothers. Really good.
I heard the Barry Sanders documentary.
Also good.
I haven't seen it yet. I heard that.
Oh, that's phenomenal. Also good. Yeah. I don't know if it clears up anything for Lions fans. They're still going to be hurt, but really good. Let's move ahead to the next slide. Yeah, the Barry Sanders thing was really good. I forgot about that. So the yen, obviously we talked about what's going on with the dollar, dropped 2% this week. Yen's had some big moves this week, and I know it's a trade that everybody's been talking about, but it really seems to be on the move. It seems to be on the move to the upside. We had 3 days this week where it was up pretty big, and they're supposed to have a Bank of Japan meeting next week. I think I asked this last week, but I mean, does this? And I did ask that last week. I said, these yen moves, does it mean that they're going to start raising rates? And I think they might. They're talking about it now. So keep an eye on the yen. Mm-hmm. Let's move ahead to the next slide.
We're long it. Nothing else we can do. We're just sitting here long.
Yeah. The Widowmaker spread went negative. I don't know if it went negative this week or I just noticed it this week. But yeah, the difference between March and April, the signal of when we're ending with winter and starting spring, went negative. Does this strike you as something you're interested in trading the other side of now?
No, not the Widowmaker, but I am long nat gas, and it has not worked. I mean, yesterday obviously we made a little tiny bit of money. Today, nat gas is up 4 cents. So I mean, we need it like 30 cents higher. Not. I would like to see it up around 270, 280. It's like 240 now, 243. So, I mean, we're long nat gas.
There's a lot of futures curves that are in contango right now. Nat gas, oil is one of them. Obviously, VIX. There's really there's not a lot of fear in any of these markets right now. Right. It's pretty interesting. I mean, and naturally.
I mean, when you have the biggest risk is when there's no fear, and there's no fear right now.
Yeah. Let's move ahead to the next slide. Last slide. Macy's received a buyout offer this week. I don't think they took it, which the thing that threw me off is I did not realize how low their market cap is right now, 5.8 billion. And a lot of these other names.
You have million up there, but it's billion.
Billion is what I meant, yeah.
Right. Would it be?
Yes, with a B. 5.8 billion. It's a pretty low market cap, right, from what you're used to seeing from Macy's. But, I mean, that's where a lot of these places are, right? I mean, people shop in a lot of different areas now, and apparently people shop a lot using social media apps. I saw something yesterday about TikTok and how many. Do you use TikTok a lot? You don't shop on there, though, do you?
I don't shop on anything.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm an in-person shopper.
You're an in-person shopper?
Yes.
Well, you're not doing enough for Macy's and Nordstrom's and Dillard's because all of them have very low market cap. Okay, you need to be spending more. Saying.
Right.
They're all of these. Keep an eye on these for any other possible takeouts. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kohl's be next, maybe. Dees, apparently, I just saw this yesterday. Dees is the largest option expiration in history for SPX and SPY link contracts. About 3.1 trillion in notional is expiring in open interest. 5.3 trillion total. What does that mean? Probably nothing. It's just kind of interesting.
Yeah, probably nothing.
Probably not. Market is, but still, what's interesting though is that it's a Dees and not a jam, right? That's probably about the only interesting thing. I don't know why Dees is so large compared to normally it's a jam that's usually one of the hugest, but
just because it's triple witching and you can take your positions off. That's all it is.
Yeah. Market's pricing 77% chance of a rate cut in March. I tend to be on the side of not seeing one until June, July, but what the hell do I know? Bank of Japan interest rate decision on Monday, and then DEES 12. We have the market measure volatility transit times. Check that.
Cool.
Very good, sir. Good job out of you. We're gonna take a quick 90-second break and come back. Even the S&Ps just turned green. They're up $3. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Opening bell next.
Pew, pew, pew.